Time for letter number 3. Welcome to the Edith Letters.
Light red carnations on the tablecloth, and a handwritten letter, oh that's fading art. It says, to my dearest.
Letter number 3 is postmarked September 28th, 1925, a 4 p.m. postmark. This one is a prime example of the reason that I have transcribed the letters into this notebook, because the paper is so thin that the more I handle it, the more nervous I get. So this way it's in the book, and after this video, it really doesn't have to be handled again. I can always reference the letter in this book. Plus, another reason I do, like I said in the introduction, is that sometimes because of the way it's written and the ink and things like that, it's really hard to read, so it takes me a little bit to decipher things. So another reason I transcribe. So this letter is definitely a little longer than letter number 2, so let's get started. Edith, my dear, well, this is the second time this morning that I started this letter. It will probably take a while to write it because I have had to stop every little while. Rather busy today. But that is all right, I hope, just as long as you get it. I hope it isn't as blue a Monday for you today as it is for me. I have a splitting headache on top of being tired. Did not sleep well at all, so that probably accounts for it. If you feel like I do, I doubt whether you are in school. This is some stationery. I like it better than any I have used yet. Probably doesn't look so good, but appearances are deceiving. My writing is punk, but it can't be helped. Well, at least I will try to make it halfway interesting and sincerely hope I will succeed. There was another lapse of about 15 minutes in here. I will get it finished now, though. Have you been thinking as much of me as I have of you? I doubt it. Last night my hopes were again raised, and just by one small statement made by you, I could sing, whistle, and dance this morning when I think of it. Not that it makes my happy to see that way, but just fact to which it points. I would be singing now if it weren't for my poor head. Have been thinking of you steadily since I got up. And the more I do think of you, the more I love you. I have been hoping this was mutual. At least to some degree, say yes, and I will never feel badly again. Will never misunderstand you. When I do certain things, I don't want you to misunderstand me, because I hold you as bright a spot of young womanhood, a perfect lady. Do not think that I am trying to go against those ordeals which befit such. If you do not understand this, think it over and perhaps it may come to you. Do not ask me to explain, please. That is what makes me love you so much. Well, so much for that. I think it is about talk foolishness, or at least compared to the last paragraph it is. What shall we do after the game Saturday? We won't get home until after 6 p.m., I don't believe. Shall we go down to the lake for a while, or will you be busy? Don't give up another date for a sappy suggestion from a sap as myself. Just that it would be nice to walk the beach for a while. I like the atmosphere down there so well, as I think you must know by now. The Frenchman is watching me, but let him say something. I am just about written out anyway, so what is the difference? One thing more, please answer this soon, and make a few comments upon some of the things I have written here. You set me at ease and answer my questions. I should like to hear from you this week, yet if you have the time to write, I will call you up. As ever, your lover, I hope. And 4 X's, 4 kisses. Now, I am sure that you are thinking I misspoke or misread on a few things, but I read the letter as he writes them. So if he used the wrong word, it is him. I just don't want to change the letter. I want you to have the experience that I had reading it. We're just at letter 3, and we've heard him mention a Blue Monday again. So that must be either a term they used back then, Blue Monday, or he just feels that every Monday is blue. We did learn that she is in school. Now, at this point, we don't know her age, so we don't know, is she in high school? Is she in college? We don't know at this point. So right here, my writing is punk. It took me a minute. I kept thinking, is this pink? I've never heard of the word pink before. But I did a little research, and that is a U. It's not an A, even though it looks like an A. And he did mean punk. So I was so confused because, you know, what we think of as punk today. I didn't think the word punk existed back then, but it did. It just meant something totally different. It just meant bad or horrible. So he's saying that he has bad handwriting. Again, I am assuming, like the letter before, that he is at work because he keeps having to stop writing. And then he comes back to, oh, how I wish I knew what she had said to him the night before. The whatever it was that makes him want to whistle, sing, and dance. Obviously, he has told Edith that he loves her, but has she told him that? Because he asked, you know, he says, I love you and I hope you love me. Please say yes. And he does say yes in quotation marks. So has she ever told him that she loves him? This letter kind of makes you wonder. He asked her to not ask him to explain something. And he says, please, with an exclamation point. I hope she asked him because I want him to explain in a letter. Just saying. So they're going to a game on Saturday. What kind of game? I want more answers. It's hard. It's fun, but yet hard with these letters because, like a book, you're going to mostly get the answers. But with only getting one side of the story, only seeing half of the letters, because we don't have her letters to him, we're missing out on a lot, and we're just gonna have to kind of fill in the blanks ourselves. Now, some of it will be answered after all the letters have been read to you guys, because I will be following up. You will find a little bit more about these people and their lives and their outcomes at the very end. So again, make sure that you are subscribed, that you don't miss any of the letters. Every Sunday, another letter. So in parentheses, you see that he writes, the Frenchman is watching me. Let him say something. So I guess he works with a Frenchman. Now in the last letter, we know that he works with somebody named James. Are they the same person? It seems he has some questions that he wants answered. They would put him at ease, he says. So he does seem to be a little bit of a worrier. Maybe, I don't know. Is that your impression when he says, please answer my questions, it will put me at ease? When he asked her to write soon, he did like underline it 3 or 4 times. Makes you wonder, did she not write as often as he does? Because he says, I want to hear from you this week. It could be a relationship where they only see each other on the weekends. We're only in letter 3. Maybe at some point we will learn a little bit more of when they do get to see each other. Would love to hear your opinions and your comments down below. and into the next letter.